Hi, guys. Hi,
Hi
everyone.
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 So good to see everyone. I have a question. Does anyone here know the difference between organic and non-organic milk? So today we're going to be talking about this and more on our Facebook Live. I'm Maureen, the Mom's Me content director, and I'm joined by Chrissy, our chief mom ambassador. Hello, Chrissy, and Becca,
Hi.
one of our project managers.
Hi, all. I'm excited to learn more about all things dairy with everyone.
Hey everyone. Thanks so much for joining us. Before we jump in, we want to share a little bit more about Mom's Meet. You can join Mom's Meet by going to momsmeet.com and become a mom ambassador. And the great thing about becoming a mom ambassador is you get to try and sample free products, better for you products. It's open to anyone, moms, dads, grandparents, caregivers, really trying to, try better for you products with their families. So head on over to momsmeet.com and join for free.
This event is brought to you by Organic Valley. It's the largest farmer-owned organic cooperative in the United States and one of the world's largest organic consumer brands. They're the producers of high-quality organic products such as milk, cheese, and butter.
And today, Organic Valley is giving away some amazing prizes. We love our prizes. They're giving away a good one, you guys. So they are giving away 1 month of free Organic Valley products via product coupons to 3 winners. So good luck to everyone. We want to know, let us know in the comments, what is your favorite dairy product? There's so many to choose from. Personally, I think mine's ice cream, most likely. I love a good, like, sitting on the couch. I put it in a coffee mug so I don't feel like I'm eating too much, even though I'm probably eating a lot more. But who doesn't love ice cream?
Yeah, I completely agree. I am also an ice cream lover, and I eat mine in a coffee mug too. I don't know why. It just tastes better. I don't know.
Yeah, it
But as
does.
far as dairy in our house, my kids drink a lot of milk. Milk is their favorite drink, and so that's probably the most used dairy product that we go through.
Well, I don't eat my ice cream out of a coffee mug. But in terms of my favorite dairy, I would say give me a good charcuterie board any
Mm.
day. And guys, as always, make sure to comment on, like, and share this video for your chance to win. We'll be announcing the winners on Monday.
All right. So I think, Maureen, you mentioned it. I know my kids love dairy products from
Mhm.
milk to cheese to different spreads. They can't get enough of them. And so I actually recently learned there's a big difference between organic and non-organic dairy products when it comes to the quality of the product and also the nutrients that are in the milk. So I started buying organic milk when I had my first child. I knew it was a better option, but I never really thought more about it. I never really knew why it was a better option. I just was like, oh, it's organic. That's probably
Mhm.
better.
Yeah, and we buy organic in my house too. So really the organic dairy industry it's mainstream now, and the growing awareness about the benefits is great. I personally love all the benefits of giving my kids and my family organic milk. For starters, it has a really high nutritional value and more disease fighting antioxidants, which is great.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, those nutrients are essential for our kids' growth and also their development. I think it's important for moms to know also that USDA certified organic milk, it requires the milk to be produced without the use of pesticides, synthetic hormones, or antibiotics. I know the synthetic hormones is huge with early puberty, things like that. So it's crazy to think that milk, which is a staple in so many American households, could be causing major health issues in our kids. And now that I'm getting ready to give cow's milk to my baby, I can't believe she's going to turn a year soon. I want to make sure I'm giving her the most natural product that I can. So organic milk provides the necessary fats that are essential for the brain development in babies. Making sure that they're 1 year or older, and they're generally made with fewer toxins and less allergy-inducing pesticides as well.
Yeah, it's good to know that organic milk is made by working with nature instead of against it. As a mom, it really gives me peace of mind buying organic milk, and I feel really safe giving it to my kids.
Yeah, and that's so important to us, making sure that we feel confident in what we're feeding our kids, because we clearly want to give our kids the best of everything. So I also want to make sure that my kids are consuming products that are non-GMO. And organic labeling covers that. So ensures the products are made with non-GMO ingredients, which is really important to me. And the transparency and ability to understand the ingredient list before buying something really helps me make better shopping decisions for my family, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. And the ingredient transparency, it's so valuable, especially with the debate over what's actually natural these days. I know for me, grocery shopping, I don't know about you guys, but anytime I'm grocery shopping, it's so overwhelming on the shelf. There's all natural and superfood. And I'm like, I don't know what's legitimately natural and good for you. And, just a marketing ploy to get you to buy it. So it's super helpful to have that transparency in the ingredients list.
Yeah, it can get really confusing for sure because there's some buzzwords and then some labels that actually have meaning behind it, which is great. So
Mhm.
I think it's important to know exactly where your product is coming from too. If you want, you can even know down to the local farm and production beyond the label, which is awesome.
Yeah, and from a sustainability standpoint, it's also so much better for the environment to consume organic dairy products.
Yes, definitely. All right. I can't wait to dive into that topic a little bit more. We have to make it our mission to prioritize our family's health and the well-being of our planet, very importantly. So we'll talk about that a little bit more
Yeah,
later.
and that's one of the reasons why I really like Organic Valley products. I think Organic Valley is doing an amazing job at creating delicious and organic dairy products that we can feel good about giving to our kids and eating ourselves.
Yeah, for sure. I love that they have such a variety of options. So it's not just milk, it goes beyond that. But talking about milk, my kids love a good chocolate milk. I know I love a good chocolate milk.
Yeah.
And knowing that it has all the added benefits because it's organic makes me feel better about giving it to them either during lunchtime or after soccer practice, whatever the case may be. I also love that they offer single serve milk cartons because it's super easy on, running back and forth between school pickup and practice and anywhere we're going on the go. I can just throw a few in my bag or in a cooler and give it to them whenever, they want it. So I love that.
Yeah, the single serve options are very convenient for us moms. I also love the Organic Valley cheese options. They have these yummy little stringles. They're like string cheese, and I give them to my girls to snack on in the car. I can basically just like pass them back to them, and they get a healthy snack without as much hassle.
Yeah, so my kids love string cheese too. It's a staple in their lunch boxes. It's super easy on the go. And it's amazing that Organic Valley has like I said, such a wide variety of organic products. It really does help with that stress-free shopping of just seeing their label and picking up their product because you know that it comes from really great ingredients. So, talking about the stringles, you guys, I was able to try the Organic Valley stringles. So you can see how cute is their packaging, right?
Cute.
And so I have like just a cheese stick here. It's just mozzarella cheese. But I just discovered and I got so excited. It's so cute. On each of the so wait, y'all know when you were growing up, like every time you would eat a popsicle, there'd be like a joke on it or like some like fun fact.
Yes. Yeah.
They've brought that back, right? So on each string cheese package, can you see like
Oh, I
they
love it.
have different facts? So did you know that cows drink 2 gallons of water for every gallon of milk they make? Like, never knew that. It's pretty cool. Wait, one more, just so y'all know. It takes about 12 pounds of whole milk to make 1 gallon of ice cream. So while Maureen and I are sitting on the
Yeah.
couch in our ice cream in our mug, there's a cow working real hard.
Who knew? Oh my gosh. That's a crazy fact. Oh my God.
Yeah. So I love this because, any other like string cheese, you're putting it in a lunchbox, they just open it. But this actually, like, they get to learn. And I love it too. It's really fun. Clearly, I'm super excited about it. So, yes, the string cheese is amazing. Great for on the go, great for lunch boxes. And also, you get to learn a little bit as you go.
That's awesome. All right. So one thing I want to talk about with dairy is that the holidays are right around the corner. And, I'm getting excited. Time is really flying by. I feel like I was at the beach yesterday, and now,
Mhm.
we're looking ahead to Thanksgiving and Christmas and all the winter holidays with baking and cooking and all of that. And we do Thanksgiving all out at my house, and definitely all the dairy products come to the table and we use them in our, all of the different things that we use them for. So it's really great to have high quality dairy when you're doing that, and make sure that you have those staples in your fridge for when you just want to whip up a little impromptu holiday baking, or you're making mashed potatoes for Thanksgiving. But as far as like an everyday staple goes, I already said this, but my kids are very into milk. Like, it's the first thing they have in the morning, the last thing they have at night. They love it so much. And we normally buy Organic Valley milk like regularly. It's the milk that we choose when we go to the store, and I just love it because I know that I'm giving them quality stuff. I have it right here. This is the milk from my fridge that I just walked out of my kitchen, and my kids were actually drinking some as we speak. So it really is like a great option that we go to, and I love that it has the vitamin D in it. It's a good source of protein for them. It's pretty awesome, and it tastes very delicious. Like Chrissy said, her kids like chocolate milk. Well, same. I drink it all the time too. So, I'm happy to have them as a staple in our house. It's really good.
Yeah. Yeah, Maureen, you mentioned the holidays. I am like the queen of Christmas over here. I can't wait for the holidays, and the weather here is finally changing, so it's cooling off. And I actually also have here with me some Organic Valley products. So I have the Organic Valley Sweet Cream Creamer, and I am a big creamer connoisseur. So we're actually going to test it out right now. I have my coffee cup here. I'm going to pour that in. But with the holidays coming up, it's nice that Organic Valley offers a really good coffee creamer, because with the hustle and bustle, I think that we're all going to be needing about 6 more cups of coffee every day. So to all of the moms out there, try out the Organic Valley creamer, and cheers.
Cheers.
So I don't know about you, but I'm also getting kind of hungry talking about all of these amazing organic dairy products. And you can head to organicvalley.coop to learn more about all of the different products that they offer, and you can get some recipe inspiration on there.
Yeah, that's awesome. So definitely check that out. So I want to bring it back to the conversation that we started a little bit earlier about sustainability and fair treatment in the dairy industry and why it's so important. So I am personally a big proponent of this. At Moms Meet Kiwi, we are always talking about sustainability. So I'm excited to dive into it a little bit more and learn some more about the dairy industry. This industry is massive, but Organic Valley is committed to lowering their carbon hoofprint, they say, which is funny. It's usually hoofprint. Very cute. So I love that. And I want to, hear a little bit more about that.
Yeah, I love that too. I love the hoof print. That's so adorable. I know I always try to pay attention to that too as well, because it is really important to do. And it's something that we can easily do at home with little changes. Even, the smallest changes can make a difference.
Yeah, definitely. And so like in this case, buying organic dairy products is just one thing we can do for our family that's better for the planet and themselves too. So people, we all have a choice when we choose where we spend and what we buy. And it matters when you tell a brand and stores that you want organic milk. You really have a power in your purchasing. So I appreciate the fact that Organic Valley cows spend more time outside and on the pasture than the USDA standard require, and that's really awesome. And they have several on-farm initiatives that contribute to their low carbon footprint, which is really cool too. So those are factors that kind of set them apart as far as I'm considering when I'm looking for the right product. And I love that about them.
Yeah, that's something that's really important to think about. And speaking of carbon emissions, I actually just learned that Organic Valley also believes in carbon farming. So they monitor the rate at which CO2 is removed from the atmosphere and converted to plant material or soil organic matter. It's a part of their farming process. So I think it's really nice to see a big brand like this taking the steps that they need to reduce their carbon hoofprint.
Yeah, I love that. I love, Maureen, you mentioned the fact that the organic Valley cows spend more time outside on a pasture, and it's more than what the USDA requires. I love that. I think it's unique. I think it's different. I think it's super important. I know Organic Valley is big on like happy cows, right? And it makes me feel better as on the consumer side, knowing that they're treating their animals properly, and also supporting businesses that are dedicated to also helping to solve the environmental issues. Climate change will definitely impact our children. Making the necessary changes now can definitely help prevent them in the future. So like I said before, any little bit can help.
100%. Yeah, my girls turn 2 next month, and I am already worried about the future of our environment for them. So it's really nice to know that brands like Organic Valley, they take their corporate social responsibility so seriously, and they're working to make those changes.
Yeah, absolutely. That's so important. So another fun fact about Organic Valley's talking about how their cows, they emphasize outdoor time for their cows. I really appreciate that. We care about the treatment of animals. And a fun fact that they have is Organic Valley farmers actually name their cows,
Oh,
which is cute.
how
And
adorable.
yeah, and know each of them by name, which kind of shows the care that they put into their relationships with their animals, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I love that. That really sticks out to me too. Fair animal treatment is something that I think that we all look for when we're purchasing
Mhm.
animal products, and I know I really do when I'm purchasing for myself and my family. I also read that Organic Valley emphasizes smaller farms and herds to make sure each cow is getting the proper attention and care that they need, so they have, the necessary amount of space. They can be comfortable. They're not just, all crammed in there together.
Mhm.
Yeah, I love that. It's so great to see a positive change in the dairy industry. I think we've covered a lot of amazing topics about sustainability, organic versus non-organic dairy, and of course, the delicious products from Organic Valley. So make sure you head over to organicvalley.coop to learn more about their amazing products they offer. You can also get some really great recipe inspiration and more.
All right, we're going to be wrapping up here now. So thank you so much for joining us today, everyone, and thank you to Organic Valley for sharing more with us about their organic products and their organic milk. And like Chrissy said, you can head to organicvalley.coop to learn more about all of their products.
Thank you guys for joining us today. As you can see, I can't stop sipping on this creamer. It's really, really good. Remember to keep sharing, liking, and commenting for your chance to win. And don't forget to join us next Tuesday, October 25th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time for our Instagram Live. We'll be sharing more about Organic Valley products, and we'll be making a fun seasonal recipe.
Yes, I can't wait
Oh,
for that. It's going to
I'm
be
excited.
amazing.
yeah. All right. Thanks everyone for joining us.
Thanks,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Bye.
Bye.